Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me again. Very interesting times, isn't it? 4th of July, general election. Not a lot of time to act, not a lot of time to campaign, not a lot of time to get those voters in. Very, very big threat apparent to the establishment coming in the form of the Reform Party. A resurgent Nigel Farage coming out, taking the lead, and also standing as a parliamentary candidate in the seat of Clacton. A lot of people in this country are fed up. A lot of people in this country have had enough. And a lot of people in this country feel completely disenfranchised by successive governments who, let's face it, are two cheeks of the same backside. They are the epitome of a disgrace, the epitome of a failure. And we need something else. We need change. So a lot of people are looking to reform. Now, one of the things that reform has said is that the efficiency in which governments spend money, spend the taxpayers' pounds, isn't very good indeed. In fact, it's non-existent and things need to change. One of the issues that they bring to the fore is the civil service. You know, how much control, how much authority, and let's face it, what influence they have over the whole thing. Now, I was sent a very disturbing news report which came up on GB News, where the civil service or certain civil servants are calling for violence and the arrest of Nigel Farage, and are actually prescribing Reform UK as a far-right extremist group. Now, I have it from inside information that Richard Tice isn't happy with that narrative, and it is, I think, taking legal action against people that label Reform UK as far right. I want to play you a little piece of the news article that I was sent, and you'll see how disturbing this actually is.
Well, Tom, it's not just one Home Office civil servant. Actually, two Home Office civil servants got in contact with me to tell GB News that their colleagues have called for violence against Nigel Farage. And I can't specify the type of violence, but it's incredibly serious to the extent I would say it's criminal. But I'm concerned about protecting my sources. It is incredibly extraordinary that Home Office civil servants discuss openly this kind of intimidation. Not only do they talk about violence against Mr. Farage, but also, in one case, civil servants were discussing arresting him. They described the Reform Party as an extremist far-right group. Now, many people will say, well, how do we know if this is true? Now, of course, I'm relying on sources in the Home Office that I've known. I've done a lot of reporting over the years on the civil service. I know many, many people within government, within various departments, and I am 100% certain that this happened. And I know that these colleagues in the Home Office said these incredibly controversial, to the point that, as I said earlier, perhaps even criminal comments internally.
There you go. Information from two civil servants. Arrest, violence, extremist far right. Has it really got to that point that this is the way of it? If we don't like it, we're going to punch it out of the way. We're going to do... You look what happened with the milkshake. What if someone was enticed by these views to do something else? What if it was more than milkshake? Is this really acceptable in our political discourse? We're finding more and more that if there's a disagreement, if there's a difference of opinion, it's responded to in a very repulsive manner. And here you are right here from our very own civil service. Now, who are these people? Where are these people? Should they be dealt with according to the law? Comments like that can sometimes lead to intention, which can sometimes lead to action. And it's not only Nigel Farage, it's any politician in that situation. They shouldn't have to put up with it, should they? Let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. And as always, if you're on social media, I wouldn't mind a share. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.